So because of a request, I'm going to show you how I make really good espresso. Okay, now the Nespresso machine is good. Nothing against that. You enjoy it, that's great. But I wanted to show you how to make espresso, and it's actually at a more reasonable cost. It's not as expensive. So this is my Vibiemme machine. It's a great machine. It has a catch tray there. Here's the brew head. And on top, there's a couple of buttons, which I really don't use. I just use on and off. That's on, that's off. Basically, there's two dials here. This one, it's a measure of pressure. So it's called the bar. So it measures the amount of pressure in the boiler. Because this machine has a boiler, and it builds up pressure, and from that, a motor shoots it through the group head into the espresso, the ground espresso, and that's how you get your great espresso. So we'll take a look at it, and this one bar shows you the temperature, so you know it's at the correct temperature for brewing when it's up in this like red zone here. And this is active when you're actually using the machine. It'll go up when as it builds up pressure in the group head. So basically, just to give you a quick look at the machine, this is the top. You fill that with water. Of course, use filtered water, which I do. And this is the heater. Oh, that's burning hot. And just to give you information about the machine, let's see. Okay, actually, we could use some light for this video. And an important part of making a good video is the lighting. So let me get that set up, and for that I'll probably make a separate video. But I got this really nice thing from Cat, came two in a package from Costco, like that. Where's the stand? Okay, so we'll set it up, and just to show you the difference. Okay, just one button, turn it on. It's either on or off. Okay, so that's better. So I've given you a quick view of it, and we'll make some espresso. We'll make a cappuccino, and we'll see how that goes. As you can see around, there's not much to see around the other side. And the first thing we want to do is you got to get the beans ready. So in terms of, isn't that beautiful? Basically over here, when you push the button on top here, let me put this down. Here is an electromagnetic switch. And what that does is, that lets the water go through the head and make the espresso. On the right is a valve for hot water. On the left is one for steam, easily controlled, works great. This machine's about 8 years old. The green light is it's on. Now, I will tell you, it takes about half an hour for it to heat up properly. So you want to have it hooked up to a timer, and the timer will tell you, will turn on the machine so that, because this is an office setting. So let me see if I can show you. I don't know. Got this little timer there that basically, let's see, it's hard to see, but basically it's just a simple digital timer. It'll turn it on at a certain time, whatever you program it to. So the machine can do it. The machine is just like a very dumb mechanical machine, which is great. So you can just connect it to any digital timer. So now next to it I have the, we'll get some light here. Here's the light. Yeah. Okay, so show you over here. I got my, it's called a Mazzer grinder. It's fantastic. Da-da-da-da. Okay, so the first important part about making good espresso is using good beans. So I prefer, and I don't get paid by them, I just give them a lot of money for beans. This JBC is excellent. So this is Twisted 4.0 Espresso. Tastes like dark chocolate, hazelnut, black cherry, lavender. It's delicious. So basically, let's just set this up. Put some beans in. Okay. And you only do that like once a week. Put the beans in for the week. Put the cover on top. And then put that in here. Okay, so now we're set to make the beans. Now, before we do that, we got to get the group head ready, if that's what it's called. But so the way to do it is this: you take a bunch of Bounty, roll it up. This is fake Bounty at the office. Okay, take this off. I cleaned it last week, but it hasn't been used since then, but sometimes you have to just wipe it again. Now, here's the steam wand. The thing with the steam wand is it holds steam, but the steam becomes water, so you have to flush it out, okay? Otherwise you get water in the milk. See that? Look at that, a couple of ounces of water. Okay? Now you can hear it's boiling again, because we let out some steam, it's going to boil again. Okay, let's get some light. Okay, so that's, you can hear it click when it's, the machine click when it's at, when the thermometer senses that it's at full pressure. Okay, so what we've done is, let's just get close. Hold on. Okay, so we have the same paper towel that we've used for the wand. Now what you want to do is put it onto the group head. Press the button and let the water come out. And the reason for that is you want to cool down this head. What that does is, this gets very hot from the steam and you want the right temperature. You can see it's recuperating from using it. It's heating up the boiler again. So you want the water to go through to equalize the temperature, so it's at the proper temperature for brewing. So now it is. And put this on the side. We're going to use this for cleanup. Okay. So now we're going to take this and we're going to get the beans. So over here, turn on the machine, and let's just see. Okay. Now you pull this out. And beans fall into the grinder. Gets ground up, and it falls into there. Now you have to make sure you have enough beans in there. All right. Just move this in. It tends to fly that way, so you want to tilt it this way. Maybe a drop more. Okay, that's good. So let's go back up here. Okay, so first we got to tamp it down, and you just take this, oops, and you're going to push it down onto, I just don't have enough hands, but like that. Twist it, then give it a bang so that the coffee around the side falls in. One more time. Should be nice and flat. Okay, now put this back in. Oops, I don't know if you can see. This locks into place. Give it a good pull. Fine. Now, we have to get the milk ready. Now the milk, you want to start off with some good milk. Good Costco milk. Now, I like organic milk very much because the main reason is because it lasts for like a month. So you keep it in your fridge, it doesn't spoil like regular milk. Okay, so get a nice see-through glass for you. I think that's a good amount of milk. I don't usually use this glass. Okay, we'll start with that. Put the milk away. So now you take some more paper towel. What I do is I triple it over, fold it over, and I use it to cover it so I don't get burned. Now we'll get back to here. Now you want to steam the milk. You want to do it at an angle where it's just below the milk line. And you can see, what you're going to see is while that's going, like that, the pressure is going to drop there. Now, this unit is 120 volts at about 15 amps. It's really not enough to really run a machine. I mean, it's perfectly adequate, but I have to sometimes shut it off to get the boiler to heat up again. They do make units in the United States at 240 volts, but the problem is we really don't have too many outlets at 240 volts. That would be highly unusual. So it's perfectly fine, but if we ever move to 240 volts in the United States more frequently, that would be helpful. So you just do it a second time, and you want to feel it with your hands as to when it's... Okay, it's at the right temperature. Ah, a little hot. Okay, so we got the milk ready. You can see. It is very foamy. Let me see if I can show that to you. The machine does a beautiful job foaming it up. Okay, so we'll get that ready. Put that on the side. Put some equal in. Don't judge, I like equal. And now we're going to make the shots, but before we do, actually, I like to clean this thing, and I'll show you how I do that. Just take the Bounty that you used to cover the milk, which I didn't really use. Take this soap Bounty with the water, and just rub it around here, because you're going to need all that liquid, the water, to clean the outside of this steam wand. Once you do that, you're going to get the bottom also, and then you want to turn the wand on to flush out any milk that's in there. rub it out, clean out the work area, you are set. So now we're going to make a shot from this. And I'm sorry. Okay, so now this is a double shot that we're going to make, and I'll show that here. Just want to get the lighting right. Okay. So now we hit the button on top, just this button. And you're going to see the pressure build on the right. Can't really show that. Okay. It's not. Okay, great. So that's about where it should be. Now over here you're going to see the espresso coming out. It just smells so good. Crema's beautiful, smells beautiful, it's awesome. Okay, so we're done with that. Now what we do is take away that cup. As far as this, you just pop this out, just bang it into the garbage, and that's it. You're done. So now we'll take a look at this. All right. Dun, dun, dun. So I get you some good lighting here. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Now, you got this. Beautiful. I'm just going to pour it in case we spill. Oops. Still have more to go. I may have misjudged that. So I guess I'll just have to take a drink. But first we'll mix it up a little bit. Spoon. That's fantastic. Just fantastic. Put the rest in. Now the thing is, I pay for those coffee beans it's about $1 for that double shot. Now that double shot is easily the equivalent of about 5 or 6 Nespresso pods. So it's over time, it's a much better value. You know, because you're going to be saving like $1, $1.50 a day by having a machine like this. So yeah, it's much more money, but it's definitely worth it. So this is basically what you get. That's better. Beautiful crema, beautiful foam, a fantastic cappuccino. Well worth it. So, do I love my Vibiemme machine? It's great. Is there a place for Nespresso? Yes, there is. Because that's just easy. You just press the button. It's much easier than this. So, I hope you enjoyed. I made this video at special request. So, hope it's useful to you. And if you think you're in the market, take a look at this Vibiemme. You can't do any better.